All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Waha, Rikakwadash, and honors be to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and the elect elders that's pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. All right, the year 2026, another step closer to the kingdom of heaven. And we pray and hope, as always, that the Most High Yahweh, by Yahweh Shah, bring all these prophets to pass in the time that we're living in. All right, especially in these times. All right, especially in these times. Hey, and we're in those times, man. All right, we're in those times, as the title of this lesson reads, get ready for blackouts. All right, and a lot more. Okay, get ready for blackouts and a lot more. And shalom to my brother, Yiwitazah. Hey, y'all, by Shema Shah Barakatah and Barakathum to you and your household, brother. Shalom. You know, that's the spirit as me and the brother. You know, we was just talking about the things that's, current in America, Babylon the Great. All right, that this place is about to get hit with major disasters. Okay, things are brewing up. And, one of the things that's brewing up is, energy crisis. Okay, as I was watching Dabu 77, he was going into how, hey, we still in a partial shutdown with the Homeland Security, and he was saying how America's grid, seeking to get hit by different drones attacks, and they're gonna put the blame on Iran, okay, and a bunch of energy crisis, is going on with this, gas prices are rising, and we're gonna see that hit more so than ever. Rationing of fuel, certain stores running out of gas, okay, and just the whole grid itself, just the whole America's grid itself, right? It's seeking to be attacked, and that very well can bring, blackouts in certain areas. Okay, all right. Hey, the Lord said He's going to smite Egypt with the plagues as before. Okay, and what was the plague that the Lord had smite ancient Egypt with? A blackout. Hey, the land was totally in darkness. Hey, well, to a point, hey, they felt the darkness upon them. That's you know, how dark it was. They actually felt the darkness. And this place is, you know, spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom. And the Lord said He's going to smite Egypt with the plague as before. And that's the plague that the Lord has smite ancient Egypt with, the plague of darkness. So we very well will see blackouts hit different parts, and not all, you know, and not all, man. Okay, because this place is becoming more and more vulnerable. You see, you have people laid off work due to these potential shutdown, this partial shutdown. They're quitting by the hundreds. That's why you had ISIS teaming up and going to these different airports to help these TSA workers, which brothers believe, that's all part of Esau agenda, because now you don't have no TSA workers. Okay, now you can now these devils can plan ahead of these terrorist attacks happening in different airports, you know, because you can't say these things are far fetched, because then you have last month you had a bomb threat that was on a plane, and they had to depart. They had to make an emergency landing. What was that, in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken? And you had military agents all on the plane, searching the plane. And I believe they arrested one or two guys, if I'm not mistaken. You see, this place is showing itself that it can't. It's not standing too much longer. Yep, just like in that Obama movie. Yep. And that's the spirit. You have to go back and watch certain movies, man, because they win those times where those movies that Esau presented and put out, which is predictive programming, all these things are happening. These things are happening, man. Okay, a highly spiritual movies that Esau, show. Hey, these things are actually being brought forth. Okay, a total chaos is on the rise, man. Total chaos. Hey, we understand that according to the Holy Scriptures. Hey, we're definitely in the time of Yaquab's trouble, Jacob's trouble. You see, hey, this place is falling according to Jeremiah. What's that? Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. You know, speaks about it's no healing for Babylon. We will heal Babylon, but hey, this place is not healed. And you see more and more how vulnerable this place is becoming. Hey, the grid, because hey, now it's a war on oil fineries. You attack my oil finery, we're gonna attack yours. You know, so basically, they're attacking these nations are attacking each other grid, power grid. You see, energy crisis. Hey, you got blackouts in Cuba. Hey, you got exempt. America's not exempt from these things. So hey, you Americans, man, you just don't know what the hell is going on or what's finna come. Hey, yep, Shalom one to my brother. You want to thon how about Shema Shabbarakatah and Barakathum to your household Malak. See, you Americans have no clue, man, what that things about to take place. And things are moving fast. These are not things that's far fetched. Hey, these things could happen a week or two, you know, 2 and 3 weeks from here, from now. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are moving, you know. So hey, now we're about to see this place being bombarded with plagues, becoming more and more vulnerable. Because hey, you got to remember that Esau in his mind think that he's that virgin. He's that virgin. He's a widow. He sit as a widow. He sit as a widow. No other nation is able to take him down, right? And the minds of these people think the same way, man. That this place can't be touched. But the Lord is just showing you day and day that how vulnerable this place is. This place is, and how open it. Yep, Isaiah 13:4. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom and of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustered the host of the battle. That's right. See, the Lord is the one that's hosting and mustering this thing together, man. Not only that, you got a World War III. You see, being brought to the forefront. Hey, and these nations are being tagged in like no ever, like no ever. I was just watching a video of my man Rocket Man. Okay, my man Kim Jong Un. He's um, coming out boldly saying, hey, anything he didn't really say Iran, but you know, what he's talking about because he's speaking about the nuclear programs and possessing nuclear missiles. And he was saying, hey, without saying it, without saying and responding back to the US and Trump, hey, all resolve, if anything goes down, it's gonna resolve back to nuclear missiles. And he said, hey, basically saying it without saying, hey, Iran got my support, well as Russia, you know. And we know that according to the scriptures, that all these nations gonna link up and they're gonna destroy this whore. They're gonna destroy this place, man. So you see, hey, nations are being brought forth because they the Lord of the Lord of armies, the Lord of Sabbath oath, right? Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, he's mustering this battle. He's gathering these nations up for war, right? And not alone that, on the other side, the Lord got this place about to get hit with more and more plagues. More and more events is gonna happen. You know, events that's gonna make the C-119 look like a cakewalk. You see, hey, the Lord is saving the best for last, hey, which is America. Hey, this place is gonna look like a third world country very, very soon. Very soon, man. For our country, that's right. And from the end of the heavens, which is those You see, even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Hey, this place don't have too much longer. I don't Razah, this be the last year, brothers able to celebrate the Passover, the high holy days. I don't Razah, this the last year, man. Hey, we're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer, one step closer to the kingdom of heaven each and every day. And the Lord got something magnificent happening throughout the four corners of the earth, and mainly here in America the Great, as I call it, right? So, hey, beautiful. Yup. Hopefully, after Passover, they lock shit down. Hey, I don't rock this out. Brothers, certain brothers about to hold the Passover. Certain brothers already done held the Passover. But, just in the spirit, all these things are happening. It's not a coincidence. All these things are happening while brothers are, celebrating the Passover, man. And we know what the Passover is all about. You see. So hey, it's highly spiritual, man. Hey, the Lord is working. Hey, the Lord is working, man. So hey, beautiful times. Hey, now it's time to keep your head on the swivel. Watching, man. Keep your eyes watching, man. Keeping your eyes single as the scriptures speak. Continue to keep watching, hey, because things is happening. Things are happening, man. Things are happening. It's happening fast. So, hey, all praise to you about Shemal Shah. You see. So yeah, man. There you have it. Hey, we just might well see, a blackout very soon. Very soon, man. Rationing of gas. These people losing their minds. Not able to get fuel. Right. Shelves been empty at these stores. Hey, great miseries. You see. So hey, with that, I can walk off. I pray that this lesson was not only edifying but comforting and exhorting to you brothers, well as you few sisters that listen and learning. Out on Ratazah. I'll be out on highways and hedges a little later. If not, tomorrow I'll be back at it as like a script at it, like brothers like to say. Yup, shalom to the brothers. Stay true. Stay true, hopefully. 144K. To all you brothers. Shalom.